Ladies and gentlemen, please make some noise for Queen Naija in the building.
Hello, hello.
All right, there we go. Queen Naija, how are you?
I'm amazing. How are you? Thank you for having me on the show, first of all. Thank you.
Oh, no, thank you for taking the time out. Thank you. I was really looking forward to this conversation.
No problem.
I want to start with a huge congratulations on all of your success. It's got to feel great, right?
Thank you. Yeah, I'm still working my way up to where I want to be, but I'm thankful for, everything thus far.
Okay, I'm reading the tone. So where in your mind, where would you like to be? And what are the steps? And what are the steps to get there?
Ooh, that's a broad question. Where would I like to be? I just want to continue to expand my fan base, and like I have my core fan base, like I came from YouTube, and I know from there I had a lot of people just loving my music, not even knowing what my YouTube was, but just the general public. I just really want to be the goal is to be respected as, for what I love to do, which is R&B and music and all that stuff.
Okay, but you do feel like you're on the right track toward that level of respect.
Yeah, it's all about,
I hear your voice. Tell me what's going on. What's happening that your publicist wouldn't want you to share?
Oh no, nothing. Actually, you want to know the crazy thing? I am like in between, trying to find the perfect publicist right now. So
that means you fired your last publicist?
No, just my own personal one. Just trying to build my team outside of the label.
And that's really, really, really important. Can you speak to the importance of that, of having your own team to do the work outside of whatever the label has going on?
Yeah, because the label is, thank God for the label, I'm grateful, but the label is like a machine I feel like these days it's like, we got to push ourselves, and we have to promote our own things. The label is just going to put the money behind you, but you got to have something there for them to push. You know what I'm saying? So it's really important to have like your outside team. And I'm actually just now, I guess just now, I always kind of knew that, but I'm just now I'm acting on it,
Got it.
And that's the next step to like elevating and everything. So, but I am about to drop like my second album, and I'm really super excited. So,
what is the name of the project? If you can share it. Too early?
It's too early. I've been through so many different names, but I literally just came up with a name maybe last week, the final name, and I'm really excited. I can't share it right now because I want to reveal it in some special way. I don't know how yet, but it's definitely. I think it's yeah.
Do you have a time? You have a time? You have a time frame on when the project is dropping?
We trying to get it to drop early fall, like end of summer.
Got it.
End of summer, early fall. Mm-hmm.
Oh, that means that you are kicking some guys back in on this album.
I'm trying to kick in backs,
I like that about your last album. Well, your first album, but I like that about that album, that you was kicking guys' backs and like you was really talking that shit. I'll be honest with you. Let me tell you about how I became familiar with you, because I tried my best to block you out.
Okay.
I really tried my best to not learn anything about you, because for me, you were symbolic of the labels chasing metrics. So all I heard when your name started to bubble was, hey, there's this girl on YouTube, and she does some cool YouTube shit. And I'm like, wait a minute. So you labels, y'all not even vetting people? Y'all are just taking people with numbers and audience from YouTube and giving them a shot. No, I don't want to hear none of that shit. And then songs started to hit for me, right? Like, I don't remember the name of the first one, but it was one I heard. I was like, oh, shit, this is a bop. Queen Naija, got it. Then I heard another one. It was a bop. And that happened like 5 times to where I was like, oh, she's not a YouTuber. This woman is like a musician. Like,
Bro, right now I'm literally like smiling from ear to ear because it really feels so it feels so good to just be, recognized as more than that. Because I'm gonna be honest, like it's almost like YouTube was my advantage because that's where I gained my fan base. But it just made people in the music industry, I feel like, look at me sideways
It's
because it's
true.
like, who's this girl coming from YouTube? This is a YouTube singer. Like, nah, no, I'm not a I'm not like a I'm not a YouTuber that turned a singer. I was always a singer. I've been singing since I was 3. I messed around and I had a baby and I ended up on Section 8 and just really thinking my life was over, and I gave up on singing, and YouTube was my way out of being broke. Like, that's what it was. Like, but eventually, God works mysterical. God
Hysterical.
works
Go ahead and
in
make some shit
mysterious
up.
ways. Mysterical. God works in mysterious ways, and like, YouTube turned out to be just a bridge to what I was really supposed to be doing. So I'm thankful that you recognize now. But yeah, I'm glad. Thank
Well,
you.
well, no, you're welcome anytime. Well, let's go back. Let's go back to the beginning. You said you've been singing since 3 years old. Tell me
Yeah.
about that Queen Naija. Tell me about you before any YouTube, before you were really aware of your like full potential. Who were you as a child? Before you knew there was a record business.
Okay. Who was I as a child?
And
Well,
then we'll slowly walk to Section 8 because that was compelling.
okay. I was just I was a neighborhood child. I kind of grew up in I grew up in this complex of apartments or townhomes, and I used to run around with my hair all over my head and just knocking on people's doors and asking for hot sauce and stuff like that. But like I was just always that little girl that was just really bubbly and always I wanted to be friends with everybody. I'm still that way to this day. But I always my grandma would make me go sing in the front of the church, and I was sing "No Weapon Formed Against Me Shall Prosper." And all through just my life, I used to sing in school too, like at talent shows. I remember in 3rd grade, I sang, what was it? "Beautiful" by Christina Aguilera. And it was so many people standing up and crying and stuff. All these are just these grown-ups saying, "You got it, you're gonna be a star and you should go on American Idol." And it was between singing in school and singing in church. Like, that was pretty much my background. And they used to call me like the little girl with the big voice. But yeah, I just grew up singing. And then when I became like a teenager, my first time trying to go to American Idol, I was like 15. And we drove all the way to South Carolina from Detroit. And when I say they turned me away, like the moment I began singing, and my dreams was crushed. But yeah, like they was like, "No, you need to come back when you get older. You're pitchy, your pitch is messed up, your pitch is effed up or whatever." And like, yeah, so I've been trying to do this really since I was even writing songs. Like, instead of when we were in school, instead of going to play on the slide and at recess, I would get like 3 girls and we would go under the little pavilion where you could hear your voice like echo, and I would write songs for them to sing, and all of us to sing together, like it was like Destiny Child or something.
Because you're from where?
I'm gonna just say Detroit. I'm gonna say Detroit. But I was born in Ypsilanti, Michigan. It's like 30 minutes from Detroit.
See,
but like,
that's the other thing that threw me off. They said you was from like years ago. I'm saying when the YouTube stories were going, it was like there's this YouTube girl from London. She's great. I was like,
London?
wait, huh? I don't give a fuck about a YouTube girl from London. Oh, my God. Detroit, this is great. Because I'm listening to music as I'm learning about you. I'm like, yo, I don't hear the accent that these people, maybe she hides it well. This makes so much sense.
Crazy. London is crazy. No, I never even been to London. But
really?
Yeah. No, never. I never been. It should be coming soon though. I'm probably gonna tour over there.
How old are you?
I am 27.
You're 27. First album a few years ago. So, all right, so we're singing in churches. You clearly know you have a voice because people that don't play with that Christina Aguilera record.
Yeah.
So at what point do you begin trying to make something with the voice? Like, when does your first break come? 1 and 2, Do you believe every artist to be successful needs that moment like you had at American Idol? Like that moment where you just feel broken?
I feel like, how can I put it? But when it comes to being successful, you can't have success without failures, you know? So I took those things as failures when they sent me away. And then I went the second time when I was 17, just turning 18. And I got the golden ticket. I made it to Hollywood, and my dreams was pretty much crushed again after I didn't make it to like the live part where they start, calling in. I think I got kicked away I got booted at like the top 40 or something. In like groups. And so after that, I was like, yeah, I'm done with this singing stuff. I'm gonna try to go to college, even though I didn't have the money for college. I'm I'm gonna try to see what I could do. But then I had ended up getting pregnant at 18. So when that happened, it was just like, I'm gonna stay home with my mom. And then I wanted to move out of my mom's house because I decided to also get married at a young age. I got married at 19. I didn't want to, but I did, in fear of just being alone and like doing this single mom thing like by myself.
So you married the guy that you were with at the time?
Yeah, I had married my ex, the one who everyone like knows of. But
wait, slow down, because I never got into your tea. I only fell in love with the music.
Oh,
so
sorry.
There's tea that I might be missing.
Oh, I didn't know. Well, yeah, you might be if you don't know.
Yeah, but shit, I'm trying to find out still. We'll get to the tea later, but go ahead.
But yeah, basically I got married at a young age, and we wanted to we were struggling, but I still wanted to move out of my mom's crib, which landed me somewhere, in a low cost apartment on Section 8. Actually, it was like one of those places where I wasn't even supposed to be. It was really for older people. It was for I don't know how I got there, but it was we needed a house bad. I mean, not a house. We needed a place to stay bad, and we knew somebody that knew somebody, and we stayed there for $50 a month on Section 8.
Oh, and great.
It was a hard life before this, and then me and my ex, we had started getting kind of known on like, how the Instagram couples, not Instagram, but it was like Facebook and stuff. So then we took that and took it to YouTube. Once we took it to YouTube, we got like a sort of a household name, and like we just started doing YouTube doing pranks and challenges and all the stuff that you said, like you don't care about YouTube people, but like all the stuff that the YouTube people do, and that's how we got our money. And then after that, since everything was public, you could see how everything unfolded. Like it was a cheating scandal and all that stuff. I ended up going through things publicly, like within my relationship, and then I decided to start singing again.
Wait, slow down. You dropping the good shit too fast. Hold up. A cheating scandal?
I mean, it wasn't a scandal, it was real.
He cheated.
I mean, I thought everyone knew this. I mean,
I'm only around for the music unless the tea is good. I'm here for the music. Nah. So when people start telling me, yo, like whoever your ex is, whatever his name is, like they write in the chat, I don't know a fucking thing about him.
Oh, well, yeah. I mean, that's pretty much like how I started.
But
yeah,
I've been a YouTube couple before. And I know what comes along with that, especially when we start to encounter the real turbulence in the relationship. So he cheated and y'all are popular at this point.
Yeah, and it was like openly, man. It was like it wasn't even in private. It was just, and to be honest, like I'm over the stuff now. Like we were young, he was young. I forgive. Like that's not messing with me now, but I'm just saying this is all a part of like how my journey went. And so it was a big thing, and I took him back and publicly again, and then something happened again that I didn't want to look stupid again. So instead of like, telling everybody, oh, this happened on YouTube, I decided to, start singing again and writing music. That's when I wrote Medicine. Medicine is my first. Yeah, Medicine is a song that got the labels in my emails and got radio stations not calling, but, trying to talk to me or whatever. That was a song that like, that's why people said I came from YouTube.
That was
because that's where
one of the
yeah,
first ones I heard too. Medicine.
yeah, it was Medicine. So that's what that song was about, and people were like intrigued with my story, and then here comes this other this other man who I'm with now,
Wait,
Clarence.
wait, wait, wait. Before we get to the new man, was there ever a fight for control of the YouTube page in the old relationship?
I gave it to him because I just gave it to him because I just wanted a fresh start. Like I wanted to get out of there. Like I didn't care about I didn't care about the money. I didn't want to go half. Like I just wanted him to have it because I don't know. Like I knew something good was coming my way. I know God not gonna have me out here looking crazy, and so I just let him have the channel. He still has that same channel. He changed it to his name and everything. We have like 5 million. I think we still have like, well, not we, but I think he still has 5 million or something on there. But it wasn't a fight. I just pretty much want to do the divorce and get it over with. That's pretty much it.
Oh yeah, because we got to get a divorce. Oh my God. That's
easy peasy.
That's what scares me about marriage, the divorce part. I hear that can be like rigorous.
Yeah, it was kind of easy though. I just kind of paid for it and waited till it was final.
You was really off of him. That's what it sounded like. Like when a girl is saying, you know what, dog, you keep it. Don't even worry about it. Throw whatever I get left over your house, throw it in the garbage. She's done now.
Yeah, I because women, we mentally leave like before we physically do. So I was like kind of done. Like I was mentally gone. Yeah, like 5 months before that. Really.
So if all of that happened, didn't he tweet recently that he think your new nigga's cheating? I did see that.
Yeah. But I ain't pay that no mind because to be honest, I don't even want to give that man no attention. To be honest,
we don't have to. Let's leave it. Let's get to the new man.
Yeah, I don't want to get that new man. Nothing. None of his stories. None of that. We just know we good. We good where we are.
All right, fuck that nigga. It's up and it's stuck. That's it.
It's up.
All right, so tell me. So you met the new man.
Clarence, yeah. And like we started off as friends, and the crazy thing is, he introduced someone had stole my song, Medicine, from YouTube and put it on like a platform, and they were getting paid from it. And Clarence, who was once my friend before, he introduced me to his sister.
Wait, Clarence was your friend for how long?
We were like, me and Clarence was talking towards the end of me and Chris's like relationship.
Oh, Queen Naija.
Yeah.
Now. Queen Naija.
Yeah. But I was done though. So, yeah.
Go ahead.
He introduced me to his sister, who is now my manager, and it's crazy. It's just crazy, this whole dynamic. But she basically helped me get paid for Medicine because someone had stole it or whatever, and that's pretty much like what happened. And then from then on, I dropped my EP. I got signed to Capitol Records, and
there we go.
And I'm here now. I'm about to drop my second album. So.
Oh man! So I have such a better understanding of why your content is what it is and why I love it so much. Like,
well, thank you.
Yeah, it's pain. It's pain in these songs.
Yeah, I mean, that's where I sing from. But,
tell me about when I purchased Words of Affirmation, I was like, oh, somebody's about to get it.
Oh, you purchased it? Thank you.
I buy music, Queen. I don't stream. I'm against streaming. I don't really feel like it's fair for artists. I don't understand why we're not revolting against that. I'm befuddled.
I thought it was all about the stream. Okay, maybe I need to go do a little homework.
Why? Tell me.
I just be happy when people are streaming. I always tell people stream. I guess I never really tell people, hey, go purchase, because I don't want to seem like I'm trying to, force people. And if they like it, they'll just get it.
Okay, well, let's stick with this for a little bit. I mean, how do you get paid off streaming?
How do I get paid off streaming?
Yep.
Ooh, that's a conversation for another time.
I mean, you don't get paid from Spotify.
Yeah, I know, but like I thought
you don't get paid from Apple.
You need to teach me some stuff off of this, because I thought that all the streams would add up as, it would. I think a certain amount of streams adds up into like a purchase, right? Or am I tripping? No.
I'm not sure because they change that rule whenever they feel like
They
it.
change a lot. They're changing everything. So
But
I'm
the one thing that's
confused.
consistent with the streaming is artists get paid like a fraction of a fraction of a fraction of a fraction of a penny, which off every stream. So cumulatively, it may add up. But the truth of the matter is, people are getting rich off of our product and our services, and they're leaving us to go get our money on the road and through touring and through brand deals and through everything but music. Like the quality of music is cheapening and the business is just getting. But I don't know. I don't want to depress you, so I won't. I
Yeah,
won't
we go.
talk about it.
No, I mean, be honest though, I got a real good deal though. I ain't gonna go into that, but I got a good deal. I'm gonna be honest. Like I own a lot of my own stuff. Like,
Great.
but I ain't gonna get into it. But yeah.
So what does Queen Naija like to do when there's nothing music related on the itinerary?
You want to know something that is actually one of my challenges right now? My challenge is to find. I'm still trying to find myself in that aspect. Like, what do I like to do when the kids aren't there, when my man is not there, when it's like kind of I'm growing up at the same time as trying to man. When people ask me that question, it kind of makes me a little bit sad.
A little sad,
like,
right? Because you don't know. You don't know.
I don't know, and I have to try out all these different things. It's so weird. My assistant pastor, I speak with her a lot, and she said that was one of my assignments to do, was to find time for myself and like self-care and really find out what Queen loves to do alone outside of like social media and being on your phone and everything. So that is something I'm working on, but I do like art. I would like to, learn how to paint better. I always knew how to draw when I was little. So drawing and like nature and being outside and stuff.
All right, so the cute shit. You want to do cute shit.
Yeah, like things that are just therapeutic, like to help my mind think outside of the social media stuff.
What's your sign?
I'm a Libra.
September or October?
October 17th.
Oh, it's always that 17th, 18th, 19th. Oh my God.
What?
I'm so afraid of y'all.
Why? We're good people. Well, I'm a good person.
I believe that y'all are like good people at your core. Y'all are always a vibe. Y'all vibe with so many different people. Y'all are welcoming. Y'all are people pleasers. But then there's that dark side of that Libra. When they're not people pleasing, when they're not the vibe, like when they're not all the way together themselves, there's a darker. Yeah.
Yeah. I don't think I have really. I don't think I've ever shown that side. Well, why are you so quiet? Have I?
Listen, no, I don't know. I'm not going to tell you that. I'm only speaking from my experience. But listen, you're young. You're young enough to not have encountered that yet. So you might just still be all the good Libra shit.
I'm not perfect, but I'm just saying I don't think I show that real dark side. I'm not an evil. I don't know. I just don't. I don't be doing. I could be a little petty, I guess. But
tell me about your song making and creation process.
Okay. How do I make a song? Well.
Yeah. Were you washing dishes and you hummed a melody in your head, and now we getting with the producer and like how do we do it?
Yeah. So usually, I mean, the way you just said it, like I could be washing dishes, I could be asleep, and I could just wake up and there's this constant like melody in my head and I can't get it out. And then I just start, and then I'll call someone like one of the producers and be like, hey, put this on a piano and like just play a 30-second clip of it and send it to me. And then I'll try to I'll listen to the phone and like I'll try to sing over it just to see how it would sound like as a song.
Mm-hmm.
And then I think of the usually I've built most of my beats from scratch. Even if they gave me a beat, I've always deconstructed it and like made it into something else. But like I'll sing over the melody or whatever, and then once I find out that it could be a song, I go to the studio. We we play around a little bit with the production, like adding drums or hi-hats or whatever. I don't know. And I just go and say literally nothing on the mic. I say a bunch of things that make no sense.
Just the melody, though.
Just for the cadence.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, just for the cadence. And then once I like we explore all those different like cadences. And then I put the words over it. And then, you know, I always think like, what does this song sound like? Does it sound like a song that you got to talk your stuff on, or does it sound like a song where it's like vulnerable and you're talking about getting your heart broken? Like the melody always to me has to match like the context of the song. Like they have to go hand in hand.
Okay. Are you coming up for, as you're doing the melodies and trying to get the cadence, are you going for cadence to the hook first, or cadence of verse, or just figuring it out?
Literally, sometimes it changes. Like it varies. Like sometimes it would like for example, with Hate Our Love, with Pack Light, the verse started first. Literally, the first things that I said on those songs was a one take. Like right there when I said, "Boy, I love you on your worst day," that was exactly I put in the beginning. That's how the song started out. With Pack Light, when I said, "I ain't got no time nor patience to deal."
Deal with your shit today. Hey, I love that fucking song. All right.
Thank you. But yeah, I mean, like it varies. Like, but most of the time, I'm be honest, I don't get the hook first. I get the verse first. I do the first verse, then the hook, then I do the second verse. Okay. And then maybe I go in and then I add my harmonies, and then I add like the little oohs and ahs and ad libs and stuff.
Okay. Now, at what point in your song creation process do you entertain a feature? Like, how do you say, all right, this song needs a person, and this is the person it needs?
Sometimes I just stop dead in the middle. Like I'll be, or sometimes like I hear a beat and be like, I can hear so-and-so on this beat. Like I already know, like after I'm gonna leave the second verse open just to ask this person, can they hop on it? If they don't, I'll lay a second verse. But like, yeah, it's usually slap dab in the middle of the song. It's never really after.
Mm. You know what? I can tell that you got a really good deal too, by the way. I can tell.
How is that?
Your production and your features.
Okay.
You don't, it don't sound, the production never sounds like people scraping together for a budget or asking for favors. It sounds like you with very, very skilled people. It always sounds very just clean, melodic. There's a bounce and a bop to it.
But you want to know something though? I always say this, like I'm not trying to take credit for anything. I'm just including myself. I be down people's throats about how the production is. Because if the production, like I play a huge part in it. Like I won't press the buttons because I don't know how to do all of that. Maybe one day I'll learn. But I'm beating on the table. I'm telling them the cadence of how the piano should go. Sometimes I don't know the names of the instruments, but I'll be like, I'll make the sound effect and they'll laugh at me. But like it's really guitar that the sound I'm making.
Are you giving yourself production credit?
I believe we are.
Good,
yeah.
Good.
I am doing that. Yeah, because like I know I didn't press the buttons, but I'm heavily like involved in the production for sure. Like if I don't like a kick or something, I'll be like, take that out, and it just don't sound right. And then it'd be so weird because like the producers even the ones that's been doing it for a while, they'll hear what I like did and be like, oh wow, that's dope. Like I didn't think of that. So in my head, I'm kind of like a producer too.
Is there anybody that you reached out to for a feature and it didn't land for whatever reason?
And it didn't land in a sense of that we still could do one, or they just
you
didn't
can still
wanna,
do it. It just hasn't happened yet.
I reached out to Cardi. We've actually spoke about doing it just hadn't happened yet. I think it's my fault though, because I feel like with certain people that are super duper busy, you just got to have the song ready. And like, instead of just talking like, hey, you want to do a song one day? You know, I just have to have the song ready. The perfect song. I've reached out to, who else have I reached out to that I want to do a song with? Honestly, I can't think of it now, but I know Cardi for sure. I think I reached out to my team, reached out to Daniel Caesar to hop on something, and
Mm.
I don't know if it was not the right time, but I love soulful singers, so that's why I reached out to him. I definitely hit up Brent. I mean, honestly, me and Brent has spoke about doing a song in the future, so that probably would still happen. Um, and I'm not gonna lie, I thought it would be dope, like to do something with some of the, the newer R&B. So I reached out to Summer Walker, SZA, to do songs. It didn't happen. I don't know if it's gonna happen in the future or not, but like I'm big on like I be wanting to see the girls come together. Like I always see the rap girls come together, but it just never really seemed like the R&B girls do. I don't know what reason that's for, but
Well, it's
I just
because
think
probably collaborative tracks in R&B are like a thing of the past. Like y'all don't have posse tracks anymore, where all of y'all just hop on some shit.
I know, but I want to see that. Like, what's wrong with doing that and just for the one time in this generation? Like I feel like it would bring back a certain nostalgia, or just I don't know. Maybe people are different nowadays, so maybe I don't know. But I think I don't know. Everything would happen organically.
I think so.
Yeah.
Yeah, you and Cardi would sound amazing.
But I love. Yeah.
Yeah, no, she don't play, and she's down to kick somebody back in at the drop of a dime. So that'd be awesome.
Facts.
Give me, to you, give me some of the differences between your new project and Misunderstood.
I definitely will say that the production has elevated much more.
Wow.
It just sounds more. It just sounds like I'm an old school girl, but I had to find a way to just be a little bit more modern. Not to say that I'm not modern now. And also, I feel like a lot of my songs, except for one that's on the album that I'm gonna put out next, um, a lot of my songs gave. I'm new to this, like just new to the industry, and I still would give those kind of like teenage kind of vibes, teenage bop vibes, because
Mm-hmm.
I've I still have that youthfulness in me, but it's so weird. But I'm still old school at the same time. But this one is giving more grown woman, I feel like, and you could even tell with the things that I'm saying, the things I'm talking about, how I'm demanding certain things, and it's just a confidence there that was not really there um, in the first. Well, I was just a little bit more confused in my first album. I was just really voicing my emotions and things like that. Still confused. This, I'm a little bit more certain with life, with what I want. I'm not perfect. I'm still working through things. And I think it's like a accepting. I'm in my like acceptance stage of, I'm accepting that, things might not go the way that I planned, but in the end, everything is still going to be okay.
There go that church coming out. Let's go. We got fans in the chat asking me if your YB feature is confirmed.
Haha, man. Oh my goodness. I don't know who. I'm not going to speak on that right now, but
So yes, it's confirmed.
yeah, I'll say that. Yeah, someone already. I don't know who did that. I don't know who spilled the tea, but yes. And I know I said I was once scared to work with him, but social media is he's actually a very nice person.
Social media can paint people the wrong way.
Yeah, it can make people out to be,
You can. Give me
someone that they're.
No, go ahead. I'm sorry.
I just said something. Social media could paint different images. Same thing you said.
Give me, having nothing to do with music, right? Let's take music out the equation. Give me two. Give me 2 areas that you would like to improve on, and give me 2 areas where you could afford to fall off.
And you said
having nothing to do with music. Nope, no music.
2 areas I could improve on.
Yep.
Definitely being consistent. Oh my goodness, consistency and being organized, man. Like I'm not that. I'm
Yeah.
not that I'm not an organization kind of girl.
Come through, Clarence.
No, he has in a mighty way. In a mighty way. I'm not gonna lie. He's made me. When I say organization, it's like a lot of times. I don't mean like messy or anything like that, because like I've worked with having him in the house. Like now I'm like restocking my fridge and stuff. But organizing just my life, just trying to, because it be so many things. I wear so many different hats, man, and I just get overwhelmed a lot. So if I could just take the time to organize and prioritize like my life, that's like an everyday battle. But I would like to improve on that, and just consistency when it comes to just being consistent in anything, even just going to the gym. Like I have these spans of where I'll be going super hard and then I just fall off. And then I fall off for like a month and then I go back super hard again. Same thing with music, like, you know?
Mm-hmm.
I mean, I wouldn't say I fall off with music. I just go MIA. And I feel like that contributes to me feeling the way I feel about maybe not being as respected. I don't know, or not as out there as I want to be or I should be. It starts with me first, you know?
Mm-hmm.
So, and then two things that you said I could afford to
fall off.
I don't know if I could afford anything to fall off.
I'll take it. I'll accept that.
I can't afford my health, my kids, my family, my music. I can't afford to fall off on anything. Oh, you know what? You're right. Hold on, wait. One thing I would say, I cannot afford to fall off with my relationship with God. I'll be honest, because once that happens, it's like I definitely see a difference.
I'm hitting a round of applause for that, Queen. Queen, I gotta say, your energy has been amazing. I want to thank you again for taking the time. I'm such a fan now of just the person. This was a great talk to make me. I'm glued to the person. I wish you nothing but success. I really look forward to the new project. Can't wait to hear it. And hopefully you'll come by and we can talk in person as we get closer to the release.
Yes, let's do that. Let's do that. I want to do that for sure. But thank you so much. I appreciate you for having me and all this good stuff.
Oh no, thank you. And we'll definitely do that. Ladies and gentlemen, Queen Naija, yes.